God. It's still funny the third time. Now explain yourself. Tell me everything. This is ridiculous. This is so stupid. But I love it. This is nutty. Oh, come on. Don't do that. Oh, she looks so sad again. I should be the one that's sad. I'm getting attacked for nothing. How could you do it? For pity's sake, open your eyes. I'm not a Russian revolutionary. You know this. Oh, forgive me. And as for you, what kind of a deduction was that? You were just saying the first thing that came to your head. The act and art of improv. Are you familiar? But was I not right? Whilst venturing toward foreign climes, you did find yourself in a most troubling predicament. Do you not? Well, yeah, but the other stuff. There you have it, you see. What do you make of that? Well, to be honest, you're really making me mad, buddy. Wait till I climb up there and punch you in the... That would not look good. The ship is en route to England, and I'm in handcuffs at the scene of a murder. So, I'm not really sure you could call it a deduction. It's more of a plain observation. You don't even think about that. Also, how do I look Russian? I mean, Russia is in Asia, but... Indeed. An observation, my dear boy, is the basis of all deduction. I hope so! My method is founded upon the observation of trifles, you see. I announce my findings with a brassy certitude. Stating your opinions as facts. Okay, cool. And more often than not, I'm right. I don't think you introduced yourself. Ah, my apologies. How remiss of me. There it is. I'm none other than the greatest detective of the century, known to men and women all around the world. The inimitable Sherlock Sholmes! Hello. It's really you, the actual Sherlock Sholmes. Yes, you've heard of me. The very same. The inimitable, actual Sherlock Sholmes. Theme song and all. Do you know this man, Susato-san? This most famous detective in the world? Naruhodo-san, of course I do. There's nobody who hasn't heard of him. What planet have I been living on? Read more books, Naruhodo, come on! You must ask him what he's deduced. He must know. We'll have to work out the entire case already, I'm sure. I'm not so sure. Why do I feel so uneasy? God. So are you trying to tell me he's just so confident in his, like, that he's right? Everyone believes this guy? You know what? That's a funny idea for a character. I'm down. All right, buddy. What makes you such a great detective? Huh? So, you're a great detective, are you? Sorry, what was your name again? I'm not familiar. Susato jabs him in the ribs. Be nice. Indeed, I'm none other than the one and only Sherlock Sholmes, in orange text. So you can't mistake it. I see. You're German? Sherlock, was it? No. I have no her. I mean, I have hair, you see. Please just call me Sholmes. You got a hairlock? You can read all about my exploits in this exciting London publication. Yes. Rad's magazine, full of wonderful short stories and interest articles from Great Britain. That sounds fun. I never miss an issue. I have it sent from England especially. And yes, here it is. The Adventures of Sherlock Sholmes. God, that's really hard not to read correctly. So you're the protagonist of a series of short stories then. Wow. I'm sure that's fun. Indeed I am. It's wonderful, really. And you've read so many of your own stories, you've stated you think you really are a detective? Is that it? What? Make no mistake. I'm not the poor, deluded fellow you take me for. What? Backward? Oh, he came first. My trusty biographer records my greatest detecting achievements and chronicles them in the magazine. You have a biographer? Do you? Wow, that's kind of cool, actually. Doesn't everyone? Mine goes by the name of Dr. Wilson? Oh my god! No! Hey buddy! I had to break it to you! Wait, is that the... That can't be the same guy. Wilson's a common last name, right? I thought his sidekick was Watson. Well, whatever. Presently keeping shop in London. Oh, different guy, I guess. Dr. Wilson? No, is it... Unless this guy's getting story wrong. I must say, thanks to that publication, I've been fantastically busy as of late. Why, this very moment I'm returning from Asia, having solved the mystery of a cursed royal crown. Really, I can't work out whether I should take this man seriously or not. I kind of like that about him. This aura of mystery. He doesn't seem like a bad guy, just kind of sure of himself. And, he's got a lot of self-love. Take that as a positive or negative. Doesn't matter. He just does. Deduction, you see. It is to me a science, logically reasoning in its purest form. Yeah, logical, okay. Science? Really? I'm not impressed so far. The astute observer notices even the most subtle of reactions in his subject. A furtive glance, a twitch of muscle, a slight inclination of the posture. Fingernails, arm sleeves, furrows in the skin. All these things are data. Right. Something tells me you're not keen on hard evidence. And the trained logician makes deductions from this data in the blink of an eye. So, the ultimate conclusion is, without fail, the truth. Let's just let him talk. I thought I'd like this character a little more. He's just kind of ticking me off. As I demonstrated only a few moments ago. How can he look me in the eye and claim that? How cocky can you be? So you see, I have a turn both of an observer and for a deduction. And fame! That is what makes me the one and only Sherlock Holmes! Yes! Alright then. So can you deduce what happened here, buddy? Have you managed to deduce anything about this case yet? Have I managed to deduce anything? Oh, my dear fellow. Have I ever? Why do you suppose discovering the culprit in his most cunning hiding place? That's right, that was me! It was none other than the greatest detective before you now. Mr. Sherlock Holmes, me. I see. In other words, this is why I'm chained up, 'cause of you! Ugh. What a pain. Sasato, how can you like this guy? Come on! When I became anxious about Kazuma-san this morning, I summoned all the crew members to force the cabin door open. And I concealed myself among their number, gaining entry to the scene of the crime. Let me guess, you had a disguise, too? Luckily for everyone, the great detective, Sherlock Holmes, was on board. And the handcuffs seem to be an excellent fit, Mr. Naruhodo. Really matches with the black uniform. Add some white stripes on there and you'll be good. Ugh, you turd! The very moment I laid eyes on the scene, two facts were immediately apparent to me. Oh really? Two facts, you say? Which ones? I'm so curious. Oh god, he really loves to talk. Not that I'm complaining, I'm having fun. Mr. Sholmes, tell us please, what two facts were apparent to you when you came into the cabin this morning? Just so we can, share notes. Yes, but first let us be precise. The two facts in question were immediately apparent to me. Yes, I understand. They were so obviously apparent to you, the greatest detective in all the world. But what exactly were they, if you don't mind sharing? Allow me to elucidate. I've never read that word in my life, God Lord. The two facts that I deduced from a mere momentary glance at the scene of the crime were as follows. Number one, the cabin was locked from within, rendering escape of the culprit out of the question. Number two, the victim was Russian and killed following a dispute with an acquaintance. No, you're wrong. Only one of those is right. Hold on, Mr. Sholmes. what made you think the victim was Russian? Because he was writing Russian? Observe the dying message left by the victim on the floor. That's not... Is that the... I'm sorry, I don't read a lot of Russian. That is definitely a Greek letter. What? No, maybe that is. That is the Russian word for wardrobe, you see. I don't know if he's telling the truth or not. I don't think P belongs in the Russian alphabet. Maybe I'm wrong. Crap. I guess we gotta take his word for it. Do you really think that Kazuma-sama could have left a dying message in Russian? It makes sense given the, sailors. In their final moments, many find their native tongue filling their head. For this young Russian man, Kazuma was not Russian. Initially, I considered Garde-Rob, maybe the name of the killer. A certain Robert Garde, perhaps? Shut up. It's so funny. But, in the interest of thoroughness, I decided it would be wrong not to look inside the wardrobe there at least. Where you found Mr. Naruhodo sleeping soundly. Wow. Quite so. I found you, the renowned Russian revolutionary killer. Does that mean I kill Russian revolutionaries? Why is it now that I'm Russian too? What? Check your eyes, mister! I observed that you were wearing the same attire as the victim. In other words, you were acquainted. Maybe that's why you wanted to kill him. Competing in the fashion world, yes. And if memory serves, that outfit is the traditional dress of the Russian people. That's not... Are school uniforms a tradition of dress of Russian people? I had no idea. I had no idea the detective get something so terribly wrong. You gotta admire his bravado, though. I took a photograph of the victim and the message that I might analyze, if for possible hidden details, for the future. There goes this cool music. God dang it. No. It's real. What the heck? This was taken immediately after the young man was discovered. Dude. He's actually dead? What the heck? I thought... Oh, that sucks. This was taken immediately after the young man was discovered, before the body was removed. Yes, Kazuma's already been taken away when I woke up. It's the first time I've actually seen him like this. Jesus Christ. Was he riding the wardrobe to protect me? I don't know. Oh, you're alright, Mr. Naruhodo? No, I'm honestly not. This bites, bro! Yes. Thank you. I gotta think about this. Russian word for wardrobe written in purple ink. Purple ink? Isn't that a little weird? Purple on yellow parchment? Heck, for all I know, that was actually customary. Can I ask you something, Mr. Sholmes? What, pray? You mentioned Russia before as well, didn't you? You know, when you said I was a fearsome revolutionary fleeing from Russia and all that? Yes. The train of reasoning that led me to the truth. I'm glad you listened. Would you mind explaining that train of reasoning to me? Just one more time. I can't read that. Certainly, if it interests you. How many times? I'm not Russian. I don't speak Russian. In English. I mean, Japan. Whatever. Can we talk about your deduction before? The things you concluded about me, I mean? The now famously accurate, troubling predicament you find yourself in. You really want to know more? Yeah, duh! Actually, it was the other details that I was hoping to discuss. You know, the merciless Russian revolutionary and the assassination of 16. How did you... Really, me? Yes, the more sordid details. It was a fairly commonplace deduction. How common can murder... What? What the... Here we have this morning's paper. The main headline reads... What? Revolutionary Villain Boshkovich flees Russia via Shanghai. Shanghai again? Dude, maybe this is tied to... I don't know. It's a possibility Brett could be involved. If... Wait, do you think he's on this ship? Aw, crud. This vessel made a port call at Shanghai yesterday. And last night the young Russian was murdered. Since when was Cosmo... Can we just shut up about that? He's not Russian. It sounds like Mr. Sholmes has concluded he was Russian because of what Kazama-sama wrote on the floor. Maybe he was? No, he's just well read. That's why he knew Russian. It was a simple act of reasoning to realize that the culprit of this crime was the same merciless revolutionary. One would have to kill the very man who helped him to escape after his true identity was discovered. Yes. You! Villain Boshkovich! No. How could that be me? Come on, he's got a full beard! I don't look anything like this man, just look at his face! Come now. Well, you are a fearsome revolutionary after all. Nothing a little razor touching up couldn't solve. Think about it. Therefore, you have no doubt learned to revolutionize your appearance as well. Yonosuke could not look more plain, come on. Please. And I might add, your name does not appear on the ship's passenger list. Need I say more? Well, you got me there. I kinda was a stowaway. Come on, it was a prank. I had to do it. What about the other details? The 16 victims of assassination and blowing up the Crystal Tower. Wait, the Crystal Tower is actually a place? Yes. The journalist clearly interviewed the man and printed all those particles in the articles. Particulars in the article, not particles. What the D, the man has perpetrated thus far, and those he is plotting. Yes. Everything about this revolutionary Boshkovich was included. There can be no mistake. Do revolutionaries usually agree to interviews with newspaper reporters? I wonder. Yeah, it sounds kind of ridiculous. And what about the part where he said I was just returning from Afghanistan? You're just convinced I'm this guy. That's messed up. Also quite clearly stated here in the article. Boshkovich is returning recently after a period of subversive activities in a war-torn region of Afghanistan. Where even is it anyway? This Afghanistan place. Wait, you don't know? Oh, that makes sense. I guess. Here, take the paper for yourself. A little memento of this great deduction. Oh, you're too kind. Thank you. I've absorbed all this in an interest to me within its pages. But I see no rubbish bin nearby. Thanks for the gift. I'm willing to bet this Boshkovich guy is actually... I know my Russian is awful. Legit. I ain't a master of world dialects, I'll be honest. Or any dialects, really. I got Southern, I got Northern. That's all you get. The fact that we also ported in Shanghai. I'm sorry. I think Brett is involved. Her story's not done, bruh. I guarantee it. And you may find the article on the back of the page of interest as well. The back? Cast your eyes over it sometime and the interest takes you. Though you may need someone to interpret. Alright, gotta find an... oh, it's all written in Russian. I couldn't hope to read it. Am I supposed to worry Wait, you admitted I needed somebody to interpret it? That's a contradiction! If I was really a Russian Afghanistan revolutionary douchebag, I'd be able to read the article. I suppose it wouldn't hurt just to glance at the article. There's a couple pictures, right? Fine, I'll give it a shot. Let's see what we have here. Oh. Well, goodness, isn't... Voice crack, wow, Johnny. Anyway, this is interesting. She's rather charming. Have you found something relevant, Naruto? No. I mean, it looks like it might be interesting. Oh, you dog. I can't read a single word, I'm afraid. Nor can I. But look at this picture. Perhaps it's about a beautiful young Russian princess. Do you think? I think she's more of a ballerina. She is very pretty, isn't she? Suppose you enjoy reading articles like this. Do you? I don't know. I can't make any sense of it. Ah, I'm glad you noticed this article. I understand a boy your age couldn't steer his eyes for long. Allow me to give you a short summary of its contents. Oh, thank you. He pops up everywhere, this Mr. Sholmes. Everybody just loves him. It's about the disappearance of a young lady last night. Oh no! Renowned prima ballerina of the Novovich Ballet disappears from Shanghai. During a performance in Shanghai, the famous dancer was reported missing. She is, of course, the talented young Nikolina Pavlova. I really wish that name was easier to say. Oh well. Why are Russians' names so hard to remember? Same! It would appear the woman is in costume when she was found missing from her dressing room, wearing the diamond tiara you see pictured. She's worth 20,000 rubles. That's expensive. Jeez. How much is 20,000 rubles? I have no idea. But I'm quite sure it must be an unbelievable sum of money. Yeah. I mean, let's add it up. Hold on. Let's go back to 1900. No, it's obviously 20,000 of anything is a lot. Unless we're talking like yen. That's only like 200 bucks. 200 bucks tiara? Yeah, buy that for my granddaughter. Why not? I'm gonna go, uncle. Susato-san. The uncle doesn't have a granddaughter. Susato-san's eyes are shining like diamonds. It's okay. It's understandable you're a little jealous. The tiara is the property of the Novovich Ballet. It would seem that the director is beside herself with worry. Yeah, also she lost, like, a lady. That's not surprising. The company's most anxious to recover both Miss Pavlova and the valuable tiara. They requested international assistance at all ports with sailing to Great Britain. Dude, I bet that is connected to this. Where the heck is this lady? Could this be another case of a Russian fleeing his or her country? Does that kind of thing happen a lot? I'd think so, but I don't know if that's, like, founded in history, but it does seem to be the Russian thing to do. I'm not going to dignify that with a response, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, because it was a pun. They're rushing out of the country. Ah! I get it. An article in the back of the page reads renowned prima donna. Okay. So this does actually tie into Shanghai. Can we get anything out of this? I clearly don't look like this guy. Come on. He's... that nose. That silhouette. Naruhodo's way more handsome. Come on, look at him. I'm afraid I can't read a word of Russian. Me either. Something tells me, yep, there he is. The pair of you floundering is a sorry sight. Allow me to offer some assistance. The article on the front page of this newspaper is concerned with a fearsome Russian revolutionary. It reads, Revolutionary Violin Boshkovik flees Russia via Shanghai. Oh yeah, you already told us that. It reveals also that those who see the man's beard with their own eyes never live to tell the tale. Is this like a Rasputin thing? It can't be. Oh my goodness. He is fearsome. No, I've seen it for myself. This almost sounds like that SCP thing. Jeez. Which, by the way, is effing awesome. Tangent. Again. Because, I don't know, I think other people from the internet, I was under the impression all, like, SCP stories, right, were, like, really stupid. I don't know why I thought that. But there's legitimately some really interesting and fun concepts in there. I don't know. Check it out. It's, I think the one, he's called, like, the shy guy or something. Johnny, that's Mario. No! It's cool! I swear! Anyway, back on topic, solving the case. Presumably the newspaper photographer was alright, wasn't he? It appears when photographed, the beard is okay to view. Rest assured. The solution is obvious, of course. If he despises his beard to that degree, he need only shave it off. I don't think that's what he's getting at. He clearly likes the beard. I'm not quite sure that's the problem, Mr. Sholmes. Yeah, I'm not buying this dude is me. Duh. You know what I mean? Also, I don't know. If he grows his beard back fast enough, I guess it wouldn't be a huge deal to, like, buzz it off occasionally to avoid suspicion. Personally, I don't really like having a beard, but I like that girls my age like it, so that's a plus. But no, I still not really too good at shaving. Nobody ever taught me. What am I supposed to go on the internet to find that? Anyway, I should also take the moment to thank a member of the community, Godzilla4189, who shot a comment in the comment section, and then one of my friends told me about it, that there's a 60 FPS mod for this game. So far, it looks good. Even though it's a visual novel game, right? I think this has, like, boosted the, like, just the graphics a little bit, so it doesn't feel as janky. I don't know. Let me know if you guys see any difference, but back to where we were. What were you investigating? What's up with the desk, huh? Holmes? Before we start talking, you were examining Kazuma's desk, weren't you? Kazuma? Ah, yes, the victim. Well, did you notice anything useful? Anything at all? Well, observe for a moment. The desktop of the victim. Okay. Yeah, that's a desktop. We see that the victim was engaged in penning some text. London Diary. Kazuma was keeping notes of the trip, but we really should have heard our gaze. But, I don't think you should read his private writings. It could upset people. Certain people. I'm worried for your safety, sir. Ah, tragic. And something you ought to perhaps elucidate before the act of reading. You mean you've already read it? Let me guess. Oh, Sholmes get us a free pass. It is my business to know what other people do not. Yes, believe it or not, I know a smattering of Japanese. That's cool. I see. Well, you're about to know about a Susato takedown. Oh, come on. Hey, equal rights, equal fights, Susato. At least slap him or something. Susato-san, aren't you going to throw the detective with one of your trademark takedowns? I'm sorry, Naruhodo-san. What on earth do you mean? Oh my, she's a simp! Dang it! Life is so unfair for the handsome. Anyway, to return to the matter at hand, namely this diary belonging to the victim. It would appear the final sentence is incomplete, as if the author were cut short. Cut short? Hold up. I'm starting to think he didn't die on the ground after all. Tell me, what is the nature of the writing? Pray be precise as to details. But I thought you knew Japanese. He said he knew a little. Naruhodo, ears. A smattering, dear boy. A smattering. Sayonara, bonsai, mikado, nado nado. I don't even know what that one is. I trust you're suitably impressed. He's such a card. Well, but this diary is littered with complicated-looking characters, of which I can read precisely none. Alright, I was pretty mean to Sholmes at the start, but he's growing on me. Oh no, I'm a simp too! Dang it! So what was all that showing off about before then? Ugh. I guess it makes sense he didn't know what the talisman on the door said. If you'd be so kind as to show me, I would be happy to read it to you, Mr. Sholmes. I'm much obliged. My dear madam. Aw, he's so polite. The final entry here in Kazuma-sama's diary consists of just 2 short sentences. The first reads, 1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound. A sound? Is it like a part of the ship? These are very deep waters. Pray, go on. The second sentence reads, 1:35 a.m. What looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator What? He was poisoned? What on earth does that mean? A speckled band? I have no idea. I've never heard that expression before. Well, you see, I don't know if snakes are You know, snakes have to be native to Japan. Orochi, duh. The ventilator grill, you say? The man was presumably referring to that over there. Look at it! Look at it! Wishbones and all! To the lattice there on the wall, which connects to the adjoining cabin. So what's the adjoining cabin after all? And the diary, according to the last entry before his death, he spied about a speckled band. Gotcha. That explains the whistling, too. It was probably the snake's tongue. God, this is getting good. Kazuma, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to die for such a cool case. So I believe I've given you enough to consider, for the time being at least. Have I? Do you have somewhere to go? I'll miss you. As it happens, the victim's writing in his diary have piqued my interest. So, the matter warrants further investigation, I believe. And if I am to stay too long, the seasickness takes hold. Aw, I'm gonna miss him. I suppose you're thinking of investigating the cabin next door, which the ventilator connects to. Well, great detectives are a curious breed. Our minds rebel at stagnation. We crave mental exhilaration. And I crave freedom, please. Can I get give Susato the keys at least? So yes, indeed, I intend to investigate. Hence the truth will become clear soon enough. Do you think perhaps that we could come with you? No. That would be somewhat complicated. Why not? A simple glance at your wrist should reveal the answer. Oh yeah, how am I gonna wipe? No, back on topic. After all, you're the prime suspect in this matter, no? Can't have you obscuring evidence? He's got a point. There's no trying to turn it into a question. You're the one who decided I was the culprit in the first place. Is he messing with us? I don't get it. What's his deal? Whatever do you mean? I have no recollection of naming you as the culprit at any point. He is messing with us. Are you... Nope, I'm back to hating him. He's so cruel. What? You must be joking. You just said it only a moment ago that I'm a... Dear me, you are clearly misguided. I would have no cause to do such a thing. Well, actually, Mr. Sholmes, I did hear you say that too. Are you quite sure? Well, that's very strange. I would never. I wouldn't have said you had the face of a criminal, you know? Not really. So what, you were looking at my knees before? Yes, those look like Russian knees to me. Anyway, that was then, and this is now. Huh? I don't follow. What I mean, sir, is this. If you are the culprit, then you must play the part more convincingly. Come on, boy! Come on! Roll over! Accept your fate! Quit smacking me! Now he's just rude! This guy's all over the place! Boy, he crazy! But I kinda like it. And off he goes, having just laughed in my face. His sense of humor is twisted as his name. Naruhodo-san, what are you just standing there for? I just got smacked in the face. We must go and investigate the cabin next door. Aren't you forgetting something? What about these? There's no way I can hear. What? Did she chop through it? No way. Or, no, just flip me again. After Kazuma-sama spent his dying moments struggling to leave us a clue, you're willing to give up? No, ma'am. You're just gonna roll over and accept your fate? If you gave me any choice in rolling over part. She's very mean. But I kinda like it. I mean, her is what I mean. I think we still have some investigating to finish off in here, don't we? Let's carry on examining what we can in the cabin. Good idea. Also, can you, like, maybe judo's more your thing, but can we... A chop is all I'm asking, one, but there's still things I can't do myself. And I owe it to Kazuma to do everything I can to find a way out of this and bring the real culprit to justice. We can do it. Also, no, That was a good time, I guess. I wasn't really satisfied with my, what's it called? Russian accent or attempt at that. But as luck would have it, my friend in the military, he is a Russian linguist, and he gave me some tips, and I learned a little bit about, like, certain things that Russians don't have in their alphabet. So, like, the stereotypical Russian accent, right, in, like, movies and stuff, there's a reason for that. Found it kind of interesting. Do I remember any of it offhand? Nope, but I figured I'd mention it. I know I'm still just some dude, like, doing Let's Plays and all that stuff, but before this, like, you know, series even started, I was debating hiring a British, like, accent tutor, basically. But, oh lord, they expensive, bruh! So I had to settle just watching some British TV shows. I don't think that really helped any, though, but oh well, they were kind of funny. There's nothing on this table at all. Well, yeah, it's all on the floor. The plate and cutlery are over the floor for some reason. Yes, it's strange. Last night when I went to sleep, I'm sure everything was still... No, wait a minute. Are you remembering something? That's funny. I can't seem to remember anything about what happened after dinner. That is peculiar. Naruhodo, do you have bad memory too? So then perhaps you are responsible for what happened in Kazuma-sama. No. I'm definitely sure of that. Jeez. Hey, dude, can we... Oh, yeah, we never checked out the door. When I went for help, and the crewman forced the door open. This broke. This bolt had been firmly closed. It's quite a small bolt, and not particularly sturdy. It just slides across to secure the door shut. But still, with the door bolted, there'd be no way to get out of the cabin, that's for sure. That's weird. All my fault. I take full responsibility. For what? My orders were to act as Asogi-san's bodyguard. Huh? For real? It was Minister of Justice, Jigoku, who pushed for this overseas study tour to go ahead. And he entrusted me with ensuring that Asogi-san reached the Great Britain without getting assassinated. So much for that. Assassinated? How could that even be a possibility? He's just a guy. I'm not sure. But these are complicated times, you see. There are tensions between the world's greatest powers. Mr. Jigoku said we should be prepared for all eventualities. I see. This is incredible. I don't believe it. Kazuma-sama was assassinated? By a snake? What? Obviously, we couldn't give Asogi-san a visible security escort. Which is why I'm undercover now, posing as one of the crew. I see. I guess because you're so busy with your crew activities, you couldn't protect him. And I didn't take my eyes off him the entire time we've been on board. From morning until night every day. Alas, I never imagined it would happen here, inside his own cabin. Not here on the first-class deck. Yeah. Dude, come on. I was so invested. I was practicing my stinking silly, stupid voice like every day because I thought he's like the Maya. Ah! I failed miserably in my assignment. Yo, dog, me too. And Asogi-san is dead as a result. I'm a disgrace. All I can do is humbly apologize. Well, apologizing to his potential murderer, that's, Inspector, that's really polite, but... So if there's anything at all that I can do to help now, just say the word. Okay. Permission to investigate. That'd be lovely if you could just escort us. We're doing what we can to investigate Kazuma's death ourselves, actually. So it might be a good idea to team up. You know, just third party in it. I thought you might be. You didn't do it, did you? You're not the killer? Of course not. I would... we'd really like to investigate the cabin next door. Please give us permission? Yes, we need to be allowed out of this cabin.
I'm sorry.
Huh?
You've been deemed a risk to the ship's safety. If you move to even touch the handle of the cabin's door, that stormy-looking seaman there would surely snap your neck in two.
Darn, I thought we could win him over. I suppose. I'm not just a stowaway now. They think I'm a murderer as well. Maybe we can just play as Hosonaga this chapter. No, it's too early for that.
Would it be possible? To give me something to work with, do you think? I'm going to need something persuasive.
What do you mean?
If I had a solid reason why the next door cabin should be investigated, for example. I'd do everything I could to persuade the captain to allow it. Really, I'd lay my life on the line if I had to.
Whoa. Listen, I know you're really upset over the events, but don't die, please. I don't see how, unless we translated the journal, there may be a way. Think of how you tried to persuade me of your innocence, Naruhodo-san, by presenting me with a piece of evidence. Yeah, but he doesn't speak Japanese. It's just the same as when you were in court. You must have done it many times during your trial. True. Maybe it's not the diary, but the piece of paper? I could try that. So evidence that would give us a viable reason to investigate the next door cabin. Alright, yes. I think I know what we can use. Let's see if I can present it to the detective. Okay. Oh, we do have the diary. It's gotta be that then. Listen, there's some crap going down, and, well, I think it has something to do with this. Just a thought.
What's that?
A book? A diary, to be more specific. Why is the music going? I'm scared. Just before he died, Kazuma-sama wrote something rather strange in his diary.
Strange, you say? In what way?
He wrote, what looks like something like some kind of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill.
A speckled band? That is strange.
Yes, we're still trying to figure out what he meant by that. But what I'd like to know is...
Don't tell me. The ventilator, is it?
You're very astute, Inspector. Yeah, so... Yeah, where we're coming from? Please?
That ventilator clearly joins to the next door cabin.
That's right, so... Hopefully that's enough. Can you please... Is this enough convincing? You might be able to work out what the speckled band was. Just maybe.
Alright, fine.
Yay! We gotta go! Magical adventure in the side cabin! Woo!
I can't leave this cabin at the moment. I'm stuck here until we arrive at the next port. The captain has given me strict orders to guard the scene of the crime.
Obligation to you!
At home.
Really? You're willing to do that?
Yes. As long as you don't leave the first-class cabin area. I'm afraid I can't remove these handcuffs either.
Yep. What about the captain? Aren't you going against his direct orders? Yeah, he's kind of picking and choosing what orders he wants to follow.
I'm a man of my word, Naruhodo. As I promised you that I'll lay my life on the line, if that's what it takes to convince the captain.
Stop! I don't want you to die!
After all, I failed to keep Asoki-san safe. This is the least I can do.
Thank you, but he's really taken to the extreme. Let's seize the moment then, Naruhodo-san. Let's move. Okay, let's do it. I'm a little scared what we're gonna find in that other cabin, though, but there's only one way to find out. Let's go. Oh, I guess we got stopped on the way. Is that a mousetrap? What the? Okay. SS Burya, first class cabin passageway. Got it. I'm finally out of that cabin. You know, this makes sense. This is the first time we really seen this for Naruhodo either. I have to admit, this isn't quite what I was expecting. It's fine to me. It's less spacious out here. Well, dude, it's the inside. I mean, indeed. Kazuma-sama was being sent on— Oh, God. Hey there, dude. Over there. The crewman's keeping watch. It looks enormous. And if he is sitting down. Jeez. The door next to him leads to the second-class accommodation. Suppose he's making sure no one comes in here who shouldn't. I suppose. Like people in handcuffs. Yeah. Hopefully he doesn't try and jump us. Naruhodo-san. You look like a little boy visiting a toy shop for the first time. What? Huh? I'm not that little, am I? I would have thought you used the ship by now. We've been at sea for 2 weeks already. Well, yes, but the thing is, I was inside Kazuma's trunk while I first came aboard. And ever since, I've been shut up inside that little wardrobe. I'm sorry, how did he pee? How did he pee? How did he poop? I want answers! I gotta interview the creator. I'm on it. It must have been a very trying time for you. Please, don't look at me with pity. Ugh. Anyway, that guy looks a little sunburnt. What's on his face? I don't know. Anyway, I guess to enter the thing, we have to actually go over to the door. Yeah. Here we go. This is it. It's the cabin next to ours. The one with the ventilator. Yes, we effing know! Naruhodo, just open the effing door! The ventilator from which Kazuma-sama wrote. They saw a speckled band. We've established this, oh my lord. Maybe whoever's in the cabin can help us solve the particular mystery. Let's ask. Ah! God! What? Come on, bro! Oh, sir? You know, your sailor uniform, if you look at it from the side, kind of looks like a fish. Excuse me, we need to go inside this cabin here. No! The sailor's eyes speak volumes. They're clearly saying, keep out. That's whatever on the sign we put over the wardrobe, but so much for that! Although this man's vision is definitely more effective than a language you can't read. True. It doesn't look like he's going to let us pass. Dump. A puzzle. But I kind of like that. That's a problem. Oh well. Hey, look at this cheese! A trap for catching mice? Yeah, we have plenty of those back in Japan. Although they seem to be using a lump of chalk or something as bait. Is that not cheese? Let's see. Yes, I think that's what they call cheese. Wait, Naruhodo does... I guess that makes sense. There's not a lot of cows in Japan. Cheese? I wonder what it tastes like. You'll find out if you make it a Briton. Well, if he also doesn't go to jail. You can't eat it, Naruhodo-san. The trap will snap shut on your fingers. Also, stealing and murder? Not good. Not setting a good example. But I suppose you're right. You weren't actually going to try it, were you? I've had to eat for the past couple weeks in Kazuma's leftovers. Don't know how hungry I've been in that wardrobe. Yeah, Naruhodo kind of got screwed over. This does not sound like a bodacious time, not gonna lie. Poor you. I'll find a snack for you later. Is she like my mom or something? This is kind of embarrassing. That's a huge book on top of the table there. There's a pen next to it. Is it a map? That looks like the ship's log. Oh. Should we have a look? I don't actually know what a ship's log is. I've only been on a boat a couple times. Their writing is so neat and precise. Every detail about the voyage has been meticulously recorded. Fascinating. I said that sarcastically, but I meant it. You wouldn't expect a rough and ready sailor to have such beautiful handwriting. Hey, he takes his job seriously. Don't be judgy. Ugh. Nothing. No reaction at all. Thought he might appreciate the compliment. I don't think he understands you. That might be the issue here. I'm not sure that rough and ready is much of a compliment. Naruhodo-san, even to a sailor. What? I mean... Nah, he keeps his hair clean. Be nicer, Naruhodo! You're in their company. Jeez! Anyway, if you're done insulting the whites, last night's log is mostly blank. Presumably that means there's nothing to report. Nothing at all? That's, pardon the pun, a little fishy. Like this guy's necktie. Excuse me, but could I ask you something?
You little stowaway murderer?
That wasn't a good start, was it? Alright, let me try instead. Oh. Good day, Mr. Sailor. I'm so sorry to trouble you, but could we perhaps ask you something?
You? You little third-class lady's maid?
What? Oh my god, yo. Them's fighting words. Hold up. Oh. That's so mean. We seem to have caught this sailor on a bad day, Susato-san.
I am not sailor. My mother gave me name. I'm senior crewman Biff Stroganoff. Beef Stroganoff?
The best thing is just to avoid eye contact, I think. Not that we can. I mean, we're kind of just staring at his nipples. So about this first-class cabin, buddy. Any info? Mr. Stroganoff, about the cabin here.
Here we are in the finest part of Boyard's steamship. For very important persons.
What sort of very important persons?
Government officials? King and queen traveling in secret. Many important person. That is why I always guard this place.
Gosh, that's amazing. I'm sure you're fantastic at your job.
But somehow, I let stupid stowaway inside. I want to pick you up and throw you in ocean. But Stroganoff is not animal.
No, of course not. How kind of you. Thanks a ton. If I may, I was wondering, is the cabin next to Mr. Asogi's currently occupied?
I think that's how you say that. I don't.
Susato-san, did you understand that? No, it wasn't da. Oh, it was da. I thought he was saying no. It sounded like da. I think it's probably Russian for yes or no. Right.
She's a goddamn genius. Jeez. It is not permitted to visit other cabins without invitation.
Do we got one of those? Well, it sounds like there's somebody in the next door at the cabin at least. Right, otherwise you won't need an invitation. Yes. It's tantalizing. But whoever's in that cabin probably is. Yeah, do you have any idea who's in there? Come on, you can tell us. We're trustworthy. Could you tell us who's traveling in the cabin next to Mr. Asogi's?
His name is Mr. Grimsby Roylott. He's a very important Western gentleman.
Western gentleman. Okay.
Do not think about it. He has nothing to do with murder, student boy.
How do you know? How can you be so sure of that?
Mr. Roylott is authentic Western gentleman. Such a man would have no interest in lowly student from insignificant Far East Island.
That was harsh. Prejudice everywhere, I guess. Could you tell us when Mr. Roylott came aboard?
That is not your business.
Come to think of it, I'm making this guy sound more German than Russian. Even though we've been at sea for 2 weeks now. I've been in Kazuma's cabin this entire time. I've never once heard anything from next door cabin. Or felt like there's anyone there. Weird. Presumably since this gentleman is occupying one of his first-class cabins. He must be rather important. Is that right?
That is not your business.
It kind of is, though. I guess we'll have to agree to disagree. Are you on watch here all the time, Seaman Stroganoff?
All time. So criminal like you cannot come in or get out.
I wonder, could you tell us anything about last night at all?
It is sad about student boy.
Were you on watch last night as well?
Of course.
And did you notice anything at the time? anything unusual.
Get!
What? Susato-san, do you understand that? I think he's trying to say yes. It was clearly a no. I was hoping it wouldn't be the case.
I saw nothing unusual. Nothing at all.
You hear any strange noises or sense anything was wrong in some way? Right? Oh, he's looking away. He's looking away. Pursue it.
I said no!
Sorry. We're not in court. We should probably watch how much we push. I'm not so sure. I could have sworn that he wouldn't catch my eye for a moment there. I don't know how we'd press him, though. We don't have any...
That is enough. I cannot say more now.
Oh, that implies you could say more later.
It is time for me to report to Captain. You must return to cabin.
Come on. All right.
Bulkhead to second. Class A top of mountain. Or as English say when the pigs fly.
Gotcha. I'll make sure to remember that one. Yeah. Later, Tatey. Good. Now we can investigate this area properly, shall we? But, no, I mean, what if we get caught? No, we can't be a scaredy cat. Gotta be brave for Kazuma. God dang it. This is it. It's the cabin next to ours. Yes, we already know. Let's check out the speckled band. Hello? Huh? Nothing? No answer. Well, someone's definitely in there, right? We're out of luck, it seems. There's no one in there to help with our inquiries. Annoyed. Are you for real? Hold on, what if can we prank him? What do you think this is? It's a very pleasing shape, is it not? That's the emergency alarm. It's best not to touch it. An alarm. It says, only press in times of emergency. It looks as though it sets alarm bells ringing all over the ship and brings the vessel to a complete stop. Oh, God. Really? I didn't... what are you doing, Naruto-san? You mustn't touch it. No, I would... But this is an emergency situation. Just look at these handcuffs, Susato. No. You know full well that's not what the alarm is for. If you were bringing the vessel to a standstill for no good reason, you'd be even worse situation. She's literally... She's like putting her hands on her hips like a mom. Legit. She's not. I wish everything just stopped. This ship included. There. I'll get you a snack and some juice later. Stop it, that's weird. If you have to do something foolish, at least make it something that doesn't affect everyone else. Huh? What was that? It came from inside the cabin. Such a high-pitched scream. It must have been a woman. Stand aside? Oh, what the? I'm about to break the door down! My secret fetish. What? Mr. Sholmes, I shan't be stopped. When the fit is on me, I revel in kicking doors off their hinges! Please, wait! What are you... The door doesn't appear to be bolted. It doesn't? Oh, what a shame. Then how the deuce can I dispatch this muscular urge? What prey can I kick? Son, why are you looking at me? I think we should go in. There's no time to think about stress relief or your weird fetishes. Ah! 9th January. What's inside here? What? Huh? You!
Who are you?
A Western gentleman? Yeah, right. That's a Russian. We heard a woman scream.
A woman? Do not be absurd. As you can see, there's nobody in this cabin but me, and don't look around at all. Don't even dare. How'd I just say?
Sure, this old man does appear to be the only person in here. But in that case, who just screamed? What gives, man?
Get out! I am playing the craft of mine! All of you!
Please excuse the intrusion, but you're Mr. Grimsley Roylott, I believe. Is that your real name?
Yeah, no, yes, that is me, and you are?
I'm the one and only, the actual Herlock Sholmes, not to be mistaken for that other fellow. You've heard about me, no doubt.
No!
I'm a great detective among great detectives. The greatest! In my opinion. One who adorns the cover of popular magazines, no less. Surely, I assure you, you must trust me completely. That's not gonna work. I mean, use that magazine like a business card. Well, it is effective.
Detective? I do not trust detectives.
We distinctly heard a scream emanating from within these walls. Are you an impersonator by chance? Pretending to be a woman? That's illegal! But there wouldn't appear to be a lady concealing herself within the wardrobe this time. Oh, it might be as bold as to ask you to open that small traveling case.
Do not be stupid. How could anyone fit a small trunk?
What about under the bed? Well, it's quite fashionable these days, is it not? Traveling inside one's trunk. Hey, don't look at me. This guy. Are you for real? Oh my. Did you see that, Mr. Naruhodo? There's actually a lady in the case? What? Huh?
Leave now! Otherwise, I'll call the steward.
This is Kazuma's neighbor, Mr. Grimsley Roylott. Yeah, I don't buy it. Sure, the nose is a little different, but there's no doubt about it. The strange Russian man is hiding something. I couldn't agree more. How'd you hear my inner monologue? Let's see if we can find some clues before that burly sailor returns. How do we get past this guy and check the thing? Like, it's 3 against 1. One of us has got to get to it before Anyways, buddy, my neighbor pal, even though I don't actually have a ticket for this place, Mr. Roylott, we'd like to talk to you about something.
No!
Well, so much for that.
I do not want to talk. Even this too much. Leave my cabin now.
Ugh. This is going terribly. That's usually how things go. We're not getting anywhere here. I agree. But there may be somewhere else. Or there may be somebody else who can help. Yeah. But, get back here! What are you doing? Perhaps the great detective could get somewhere with Roylott. Is he actually just sitting over there? He's such a wild card. God, he's so funny. Mr. Roylott, we'd like to talk to you about something.
No! Do not want. Do not even try to do again.
Okay, I guess we have to stop trying to. I was about to check. Like, is he actually like? Come on, I just want to open the thing. Can we open the thing, please?
Nah! What do you think you're doing?
Guess not.
It's my cabin. Get out.
All right, we're gotta stop wasting time. We're on a limit. Could we just have a quick look inside your traveling case?
No. Quit ask.
What a pity. Think we're out of luck. Think you're right. There doesn't appear to be anything more we can do. I agree. Just help, Herlock, please. Please. Do you have a moment, Mr. Sholmes? You need only address me as Sholmes. Okay, Mr. Herlock, I'll stop that. That's what I just did, though. Isn't it? Mayhaps. Well, Mr. Sholmes, what were you doing in there? Why, I was resting, of course. Resting? Indeed, I was contemplating our sea voyage from the confines of the wardrobe whilst waiting for the inevitable time that you would need to call my great powers of detection into service. What? Oh, he's so brilliant, isn't he, Naruhodo?
Yeah, he's a genius.
It would seem that the hour is upon us now. The time has come, and so have I. Am I mistaken? Wait, you what? I mean, you're spot on for once. Observe closely. Our Russian host in this cabin, Mr. Roylott, is clearly trying to hide something. That newspaper. God. And you know what this most effective weapon to use against a Russian hiding a secret? I have no clue. Why, the truth, of course. Though it should be pointed out that such methods are not exclusive for the Russians. Yeah, I think pretty much anybody will get startled. Can you imagine how the Russian will react when the secret he guards so closely is exposed? Would you like to witness it? I get what he's saying. Oh yes, please. Well then, what are you about to see may well astound you. But here we go. For I'm about to apply my great detective, greatly admired, great deduction to the case.